Hello, my name is Isaiah Tisdale. Hope everything's good, safe at home. I know this whole pandemic got things doing things virtually now, and wish we could do it in person, but sadly we can't. So this is how we're gonna do it. Thank you, Mr. Dr. O'Neill. So here we go. Um, so Ellis, of course, the scenarios. Ellis trying to teach sixth graders things like that as a coach, and some tips that would be very useful for him. Pedagogy, pedagogy tips. I think I said that right. Pedagogy tips is one. I say the one that was very good is putting the players into small groups or partners. Partners or small groups. Putting them in partners or small groups is very good. You get a lot of reps, and it allows players to kind of almost coach each other up. Everybody's able to be in smaller groups because with a big group, you might not be able to get the full. Everybody listening get the full potential out of everybody. So small groups, partners is the best way to get everybody involved. To go along with that, have everybody have a piece of equipment. That's one of the big things because a lot of coaches kind of just do one line cones. One person goes, comes back, next person goes. So while that's going on, everybody's just sitting there just waiting until that one person goes. So everybody's not getting reps in. So the partner thing also goes in with, excuse me, also goes in with everybody having a piece of equipment. So if everybody has a piece of equipment, so usually right now, since it's basketball, it's gonna be basketball, everybody has a basketball, you'll get more reps, the kids will stay more engaged, and everything will just work out better. Another tip is I say having, because we did it before, Dr. O'Neill, we did it before, is having like peer evaluation. Peer evaluation is one of the best things for students because, well, not students, players to evaluate each other because when you evaluate each other, it shows that you're able to see what's wrong, see what's right, and able to incorporate that. Consult it, builds chemistry. Consult it with the person you are evaluating. So that's one of the big things, and give good feedback. So when you give good feedback, it just shows that the players are listening and actually like engaged with the partner and with the activity or the skill that's being developed. So peer evaluation is a big thing. Even like regular, we still do it to this day. Like college, NBA, always peer evaluate, watch film, things like that. So peer evaluation is a big tip. Another tip I say is the whole part whole. Whole part whole is it's basically you only can do part whole part. It don't matter. Part whole. I'd rather prefer whole part whole because whole part whole. You show the whole part. For example, I did one with a football in the previous video, but showing the whole action first. So the shooting motion, showing the whole shooting motion, and then the part section is breaking it down on how to get to the finished shooting motion perfected. So the whole part whole is a big one because it shows what the actual movement is going to be when finished, and it breaks it down in parts. And then once you break it down in parts, you can focus on the parts and the progression that leads up to the finished product. So that's why it's whole part, then the whole part, and then whole. Get everybody to finish with, like, for example, shooting or dribbling or doing a move, skill, all that. And my last one I'll say is peer demonstration. It also goes with peer evaluation, but when teaching a new skill, just seeing the teacher do it, seeing the coach do it, some kids don't really get the full effect on it because they're older, not their age. Of course, they already did it for some years. They're a coach, so of course they got some experience on the move. They already perfected the move and things like that, so they don't really get the full outlook. But when you see a teammate or matter of fact, you can bring in another guy, like another professional, another coach, or somebody else, bring in a guest speaker to actually do it. That actually gives the kids it gives them more credibility that, hey, they can do it, so I can do it. Especially if you have a teammate that's pretty good at it and have them demonstrate it to the team, it just shows credibility. Like, oh, he can do it. That means I can do it, or he can help me or it just shows like how everything can just work out. So demonstration, period demonstration, things like that is a big one. And those are 5 tips. And I hope this video does good, Ellis. And go Bucks.